Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight. People just don't think because you got half your... Kuno doesn't...
Feels good for some reason.
Watch out. Who knows?
I'll die before I squeal.
The door is closed again. You hear someone inside. The door is... You hear... The door is closed again. Nothing to do here anymore. You hear some... The scaffolding around the old monument has been taken. An apricot scepter shines party bright across the monument. Glitter balls dangle like...
Doesn't feel right to party now.
Not bad, not bad. It's just lacking some objet de destruction. Needs a ciggy or a... He nods in respectful agreement.
Detective, I have a few questions, if you don't mind. About this, pursuit of...
He nods.
Why did you do it?
A figure in a day dress, cuddled up in an armchair. She looks up and smiles at you across the living room.
I don't think anything.
Still keeping the superstar dream alive.
One more question, if you don't mind. Was it all worth it? Tax? What tax? All right, shall we? We still have some things left to do before we can go home. I don't think we... Sure, whenever you're ready.
The disco dancer towers above, mounted on a horse. Numerous rods and ropes still hold the original reassemblage in place. The roundabout is quiet. A lorry stopped the windows, fumes of heavy The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning.
Their type, it calls back. Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lock. No, man. Not today.
He says it matter.
Time will tell. I'll tell Everard you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad. I'll be okay. Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the worries of our brother. I'm sure I'll be luckier than you, friend. I'll be okay. Don't worry about it. You know it, friend.
Officer, what happened? Is this...
There was an exchange of fire on...
That's not...
You feel the ligament.
So you're a... Aye. I bet they... Of course. That won't be a problem. It's wind still and the tar just dried. If you promise to bring it...
Of course.
Aye.
The crow's feet disappear from the corner.
Please be conservative with the fuel.
Here he is, the man. Great.
He's come.
Well, no rush, but it'd be good. Yeah, right. Let's hear you then. I put a lot of work into that project, Tequila. A lot of work. Had to bring back my hustle game and call in some old partners to pull it off. So you love it. Give me more. Give me more.
What more could you want? It's an image of you that will stand. Picking the right praise to give is just as important as picking the wooden clack of a build.
Bet you're glad you hired me as your personal brand strategist now. Good one, boss. Fine. Do you want anything else, or can I concentrate on my drinking? Yes, Tequila?
The club, true, hard, internally coherent, all car, all right,
He furrows.
hardcore. Is it though? But is it? I mean, really? No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried.
The skin on your... There is a hole. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually...
Oh,
Oh, no.
don't worry. Hang on.
Whoa.
Great!
Everybody, the honor will be back. But we're doing something else. There's not... Sometimes isn't something... It's like... I think it's super hardcore.
The young man, his friend, drops his loitering act and turns toward you two. He, too, waits for your judgment.
We can all hear it's not... Fuck.
He seems sure, but you are left with the...
Yeah, the first page of the second. No, that'd be a... Yeah. Unless you were. That's fucked up, man. Yeah. Basically, yes, it is. Lungs are for love. Love.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipating into your neck.
All right.
Yes, what is it? Okay, but
Maximum.
I know.
Pump it to...
Bluestein,
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Never mind that.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air.
Born ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Not so suddenly, there's tightness in your chest.
5. Four, 3, 2, 1. Mute this thing.
No wind. The woman, in the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great it will dip floorboard.
Guys, what's going on?
This fragile world,
It's getting louder.
in the basins,
Halcyon,
he's peaking. The worst high he's ever been on.
the beauty and the...
No, Egg!
In the corner,
The window is got...
cracks a
Come down to us. Love.
below it, or a great
That's it. I'm muting it.
Oh,
Shit! Yes!
The mic is...
Andre, pull...
fuck.
This is it. A great roar. The vault, but then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. You did good, Egg. 4. Yeah.
Yes, thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. Yes, they need to hear about this.
It was very...
I promise, officer. It was... I have...
A voice seems muffled in the...
Stay here. I'm going to stay...
I want you to know that's totally...
I don't care.
That's the best.
Now.
Yes.
Sometimes you have an explanation for all this. Somewhere deep in you, you know.
Yes, what is it?
You don't have to. You already have.
What? But...
That comforts her.
Then... What?
It's nothing.
Then the pale is... But the gradient... It clearly... I understand. According to this... And information...
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective...
Of course! I have considered that most of them were...
Some of them might.
You think the presence of... I told the producer... I told them...
An amateur and...
Yes, it is very...
She falls.
I'm going to leave...
Man, you will certainly so.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we?
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. You rep. A skiff with a small... The boat's belly is a shiny yellow. Once you get in, that's it. Have you made all the necessary... Remember what the net picker said. It's a small tank. You won't be going back and forth on this.
What? Fine. Let's blast Sad FM then.
Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Eternally. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Want to be free. Want to be free. It will last forever. Want to be free.
The boat comes to a slow stop. The lieutenant in the silence. There is very little. Let's go. The chain trails off into the ocean.
Ah, yes, so it seems. For bringing munitions to the island, maybe? And from enemies. Enemies of the commune of Rev.
The dry grass crackles under the flock of quail on the islet. They're the great ghost of the air. Air flows out of a pillbox wind. A flake of snow falls on an extinct.
Yes?
This is where a lesser.
It is. Is that why we are stopping?
The lieutenant nods. A low hum. The far snow fall. A silent hiss. Called a mamadakwa. ICM. This fit.
Insul Indian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the Communards Army. The black and white army of the revolution.
Sounds an awful.
It does. The RC, it's impossible to say.
Nice, a mediocre athlete.
No one remembers the ACM. The connotation is no.
With its horns in the sky.
No.
A DeLorean era symbol.
After one of these barrels was still leaking fuel.
The lieutenant.
It's cold now. Downstairs, somewhere. Liquid carbon. The kind that.
If anyone stayed, a hollow ring. The cannon.
I don't know. Someone who is big.
The wind outside picks up some. Books and most are among.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Not that you can tell. This is a digest. Maybe it's a little old-fashioned. There's a Greek.
Someone has been squatting here.
You forced.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest.
You face the concrete wall. There's less light there, in the dark corner. You didn't realize that the blanket, you feel yourself standing up in the darkness, right next to the mat. Sleep. purest day, the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state turns around to face you. She has an airship airbag. You may not be able to take this. Not this time. Not...
No, Harry. We don't have anything. It's all gone.
Oh God, whatever you do, don't try to kiss her yet. Not after that. You're still reeling. You'll fall over if you try it now. With your feet trembling from the steps you took, she is not kissing you back. Her hand, distrust. For you, nothing, just pillows against you. Unresponsive, but for the taste of apricots. Her chest rising like this was not about failure. Feels like soft fight. The delicate wreath on her forehead. The moment is ending. She is going to move her face away from yours. Trying. Brother, you should put me in front of a firing squad. I have no words for how I failed you.
No, Harry. I'm pregnant. You know what this means. Yes, I terminate. Now, go.
No, this has to end. Do the last one.
I don't want it. It looks that's not...
She looks at the headless found rider between your fingers.
Harry, I don't want things. I didn't ask for things. It's too late to give me anything. I would have liked the headless fallen rider back then. That is very contested by modern history. You're only saying this because things didn't work out. You were very bad to me too. We've talked about it like 7 million times now. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm this thing you've made me into. Other questions.
It's not that yet.
I don't know what you mean. Dolores. Yes, Harry.
A tiny golden watch with red straps.
It's not about
like
it's about taking care of yourself. Life is not a... No, it's not. I'm glad you're...
You failed. This failed.
It's not. But I can't answer your other questions, Harry. We both said...
It was her. I can feel it.
We will always have what was. I have to, Harry. Really, I've already missed the 8:30. No. Too late now. I won't see you. Oh, Harry. Right here. Tomorrow. I'm suffocatingly beautiful. Oh, yes. See you tomorrow.
You're up quick. How was your sleep? Okay.
Soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories, animal adventures, a magazine for electrical engineering, and an international thriller. Also, light erotica and some historical novels from the century past. Soft covers, serialized Oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory, that is, dour, life no...
Usia. Humanitarian science.
You're Wasn't there some in the communist students' room?
Well, yes.
The little books seem
Again, I am...
Interesting. You see a small metal door.
Maybe this is...
He's right. It would be better to open it.
I think there's a console just south. Another part of the island, probably. The lock looks like it could... Fuel. Generator. Console. That's our best. Fuel. Another part of the island.
The heavy metal door. Green paint flecks off the monoblock. The keys
The console of an end. Possibly.
This device was used to control the electronics.
We need to... We should look around outside. There are...
The boat engine.
But officer...
The console stands by, mutely. Nothing happens. The dial.
Insular. This is...
There's a rain-soaked...
This looks like a good place to aim from.
A single and an empty can of beans on the silhouette of a tobacco picker.
Could be a coincidence. I didn't see any sign.
There's a firing slit, quite old and grimy. The springs screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look. Trepidation. A small piece of martyr. A towering skyscraper. Its top... The red chimney and... The box-shaped silhouette of the whirling in rags.
What? Do you have a line of sight to the window?
What are you talking about? Can't be certain.
I can see it.
Cheek against the cheek rest. Hand on the head.
I think we have it. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper. In our
He looks no... He's conflicted.
Where? I have...
He feels...
We should move now.
The springs trepidate. A small piece... There's a rain...
This looks like a good place to aim from.
A string with a bottle in your hand. In the still islets and posts, like yes, oh no, always. Perhaps in front, baby, you know it's going to. The console is powered off and covered in dust.
Electrical devices do not work with possibly.
This device was used to control the... Nothing happens. The dial.
Insular. This possibly.
This device was used... The heavy metal...
Another part of the fuel.
Soft covers.
Again, I am not a...
This old cylindrical... The lieutenant assists you. There's a red... The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old war.
That should do it. Downstairs into the console.
A dim...
It's on.
Automatic boot. The blast door opens with a series of clicks. A shaft of light appears, then widens as the light shines in.
Да, это лучшая игра 2020 года. Ну и те, кто любит РПГ, это прям ой-ой-ой, Кончита Вурст.
A sudden wave of... No.
After you. So did I. Not back there, I don't know.
A thin wisp of smoke right. An old man then spits it out, unclouded by cataracts. He's practically tearing up from spite. Hatred got the best of him a long time ago.
No. Put it down now.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before you question me. It's out of bullets.
like an amputated limb in the... His gaze followed the rifles in a shabby state. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burned into the wood.
Jacketed.
As he speaks, he's...
Warren.
No response from the old man. The old man keeps following your motion. Some kind of involuntary... This looked very much like the murder weapon. No reply. His leg... You went in too far.
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross. Political, I am a deserter.
The commune of Revachol?
From the Insulindi, I left my unit on the 43 years. I was an resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E48, a nameless sound. Until... No, I am not a soul. Like you belong to the Moralist Party. You're with the RCM. The coalition-appointed mob. Let's take me to...
A spray of blood from his mouth on the black...
It was hard in the...
There were...
We communized, and others too. At night.
In the city.
From bunker to bunker. Not anymore. No one cares now. So you finally found it. I know.
So you've been...
Sleeping.
Wait, how did he get down there? Are you sure? Forget it.
The propaganda bunker.
Propaganda...
They stored lead. A lot of our boys did. I don't want...
He does not want to see life moving on. People...
I do. They're good. Plenty of...
The old man looks across the water.
I was just 16. Well done. I won't explain. It's not an eye. Mm-hmm. How does...
Now hold on there.
Supply.
How is your...
I've been...
DRC.
I need...
You also have Druamine. He looks at you, his face parched.
43 years and 10 months. It's...
What have you...
Hide.
Where the afternoon...
All... For...
Her who?
Girl child. Revolution. No,
so that's why he's the deserter.
I have done everything a man can do. What have you done?
We keep people...
Survive? For what? There's nothing serious in this world. It's a farce. What have I...
Here we...
Killing people.
It's a... I've used...
Interesting. During?
There is no after.
So he's continued killing. Go in straight. No. Be careful now. Don't mess this up. Remember, he wants to tell you. Get personal.
The who now?
He heard you. He just wants to hear you say it. You're in.
Did you?
I am a son of a welder. And an officer.
A drop of tear, the scent of blood in the air. But what else? There was something you...
I saw you.
You had direct... You've been here a long time, Mr. Drum.
I'm ready to die. Because it's a sniper's nest.
Not a lot of...
It's a real... You look like...
Damn, he saw you. He's watched it happen.
Imbecile.
Wait, here it comes. The god... Who cares? Then wait. Don't forget the footprints. You got it. Maybe don't beat yourself anymore, though.
Everything is...
Show me the souls, please, Mr. Drum.
Fucking imbecile.
The maker is sensory.
The size fits, but not the soul.
Sire, he doesn't have to be wearing them.
Racking the...
The lieutenant, the prince, the old man. You've almost got him. Just the last...
You lost what? You lost pain. Minions of capital.
A drop of tear into him again.
Damn.
He seems tender suddenly.
So many this year too. The spring...
South.
The cut...
You must get around.
I may. Clap with the victim. You know who he was. A beating got your attention. The
lieutenant raises his right arm.
I didn't.
Then,
Nothing. And
Mr.
yes.
And you were looking at that.
The old man.
Why?
Rick,
The moat.
I don't understand. Do you, detective?
I'm always looking.
Are you... And if you don't like...
Yes. Think of it as a form of...
Officer, are we... Joseph Lille...
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
The wind.
Your wayfarer... Do you...
But... No.
His pupils are.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now...
You thought you.
Minions of capital.
For us.
Minions of capital. What do you want? Minions of capital. What do you want?
What strikes you about them? Indeed, it's a mystery and also flashes of lust. There is definitely something. You've seen. Is it some kind of substance damage?
No.
It's not a downer, rather an upper.
Like some kind of decadent rocks. I don't know what that is. No.
There is. Could it be a symptom of overdosing? A drop of tear into him again.
So many the clad with the...
There is a small...
You know who he beat you. Got your attention. The
lieutenant... While the lieutenant listens.
I didn't...
Then...
Nothing. And...
Mr.
Yes.
And you were looking at...
The old...
Why?
Because...
The moat...
I don't understand.
I'm always...
Are you... And if you don't like...
Yes. Think of it. Minions of capital. What do you attract?
A strange detest pushes them.
Imbeciles.
Officer. Joseph...
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
The wind...
Your wayfarer... Do you...
But... No.
His pupils...
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now...
You thought...
Minions of cap.
Officer.
The old man looks at his rifle in your...
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
The wind...
Your wayfarer... Do you?
But no.
He sweat pupils.
Your confirmation is not required, sir.
There it is again. Something.
Maybe there is room for 3 on the boat. What?
What are you?
Your skin crawls. A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds.
What are you talking about? There's nothing there.
The stick insect. You feel your legs shaking under you, and your gun hand move to your holster. You feel
against.
It's real.
Be very, very careful.
What is it?
Something is very wrong. The creature's reed-like tufts stick out. The hiss is different from the strings you heard before. It says something else in a lower pitch. Slowly, with your breath held, sweat drips from hissing and clicking. It extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now.
Okay.
There is no
intrude.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The sweat.
I got it.
The antennae. The sensation is electrifying. It looks like.
Be careful.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of the limb. It's a small hair within the smooth white inner part of its.
The nervous system could be spread out like.
It takes odorless, mostly compressed. Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back. The insect sudden. No. Stop. As you do, praying to you. Unwittingly, perhaps it is no reply. You were right. The faintest smell, like you.
Careful.
The foam letting out that same smell, like some.
I exist. Tell me what is life? Yes, now. Tell me what is life? What is your illness? I am not. Now I will tell you how it is for me. I am a.
It may have.
No one unknown. I have stayed. Tell me. Fire? I am up now. I will tell you what. So am I. Easy neck. Very slowly. And only because you won't go. Shapes. I am at the end. Few of us. Even when you're asleep. That must be ink. And when you fall, we will come to raise you. No. You're awake. Not even the birds know that. I think we should eat it. Yes. I do not have a star to this. No. The moral of our ink. The pale too. Kingly. It is a nervous shape. You're a violet. We suspected.
Instead of there, you.
Also, very, very.
It doesn't look like that. No. But I think you should back away from the unstudied space.
No. There is one more. Thank you. You cannot lie to me. She was middle class. It doesn't take.
As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface. And something.
It's gone. Apparently, yes. Looks like a nest of some sort. Our
What is it? What do you see?
Mr.
The man does like an addict of some terrible substance. A light.
He's going into
the trim.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here. Old age, yes.
Quite a few things about that.
That could be...
No response.
He was, and it does not seem to... I mean, why not? Like, his pupils appear to be dilated. You mean pheromone?
He does not look hormonal anymore.
You should be more careful. Are you sure? A valid hunch. Long term, he did seem... I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope...
He stares into the reed. He turns...
He lost this sight.
Silence. No reaction. This isn't...
Let's have a closer look at that after.
Nothing. The last...
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said it...
The plastic, the blacks, the strength has all gone out.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get...
The old man stares at... A dim golden glow animates the console. The lighting in the room, the dials slide.
Insular.
With the door open, the dials... This old cylindrical generator. The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently, but you reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Look what the tide brought in. Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe...
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Kemar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heilerstein.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where we might need your help with something later. But this is clearly a department...
It's good to meet you,
Letting the lieutenant know he...
Bothered? Oh, fuck it. We're not forgetting about anything.
Ari, we...
my background.
No, Trumps, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. Where? You told us to fuck off. Sure. You're not...
Lieutenant.
You know what she means by friend.
Okay.
That will never happen. Guilty. And it was. Good. Had what coming? Not Rick, the cafeteria manager you fucked over. Speaking of which, I knew.
The line is from
Donning Court.
Okay.
Yeah, mate, he...
See?
Yeah, that's very good.
Yes, Mikhail.
His son.
I said
Hato.
I wouldn't again.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Duped. Hey.
Yes, I'm still Kim Kisuragi. Still a lieutenant from Precinct 56.
The bit.
Well, he does as displayed in his...
Interest?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first.
Psychotraumatic amnesia. I keep my...
But, Detective, yes.
The two, those...
What do you...
Well, look at the ruins. Hardwire...
Okay, Trent.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do...
Now nothing. Yeah. No. Now we discuss that. Thank you for this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. Ah, fuck it. I get it myself. Just tell me you have your gun. Ah, he has it. I thought it was in the ocean. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone. A woman shot herself.
We've read the reports. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
Oh, well. Or the fact that compared to...
He did everything he could. He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was detective.
Thank you for the... You've spent... on Lieutenant...
Well...
The man...
Then there's its worry. Others still. And then he can talk... Well...
Okay.
Other than that, he apprehends... a colossal...
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers across the yard. The wind blows, flapping the glossy rectangle in his hand. You hear?
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall.
Fuck,
detective. The old man...
So...
I must...
Yes. This is a... Now you make your case. Now is the time.
I don't... So...
Honestly?
Agreed.
Okay. Now, the man jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Well, detective, I don't know what...
Distant, it says.
No. Good luck with...
Who is Lena? Well...
She and her, they should...
She... Watch out, or she'll faint.
It's not...
You really...
Yeah.
Not Dora...
No one is married, so
The special consultant.
Us?
That's not...
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Get back to it. We left Mac...
They aren't.
Yeah. No, God.
There's also...
He's anything but a loser.
Ptolemy...
He's one...
Somewhere, they speak of change.
Okay.
Jamrock...
The press...
Thank you again, Lieutenant. Who are you? Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher.
No.
You haven't told us about...
Harry, it explains the fact that...
Also, and this guy too. God, even this javelin throwing freak.
The reg.
You. Every morning.
The reg.
You. Every...
Yes, you...
The
High school.
His smirks it.
In your 20s or late 20s.
I knew it. I knew.
Good.
Fuck it.
Under the eve. You closed Dawson? Yes. McLean? Really?
Wonderful. Then...
you.